Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Labor Day. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early, 6 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I was in the middle of my workout and I started thinking, I didn't intend on making this video, but I started thinking about that new law in Texas where private entities, people can sue people that choose to have a specific medical procedure. First of all, let me tell you, if I'm going to make a video talking about this, I owe it to you guys to tell you what I think about this. When I was younger, and dating, I was all for pro-choice. As I've gotten older and I've thought about what's actually occurring in this procedure, in my heart, it doesn't seem like a good thing to me personally. But here's the thing. The only time, this is one of the very few times I've even said that out loud to anybody. Because I'm a guy and I'm not married. I don't have any kids. It doesn't affect me. I would never say this to a woman. I wouldn't give her that opinion. It's not my business. It will never affect me. It is a woman's choice, and I would never even give that opinion that I just told you guys. I would never even say that to a woman to make her try to feel guilty or something. This is one of the very few times that I've even said that out loud. But it's just how I feel. I can't deny how I feel, but that's just me, and that's that. I think women have the right to choose, without a doubt. Men should not have any say in this. It's my opinion. Okay, so I started thinking about this new law. All right. Now I haven't looked it up. I'm not sure if it actually involves all situations, even ones involving an assault on the woman or something interfamily. I have to be careful how I pick my words. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I think it even involves those situations. All right, so I gave this some thought. So these private people and entities can insert themselves into a woman's life and sue her if she chooses this. They are forcing a woman to go through something that she chooses not to. Forcing somebody to go through something against her. Well, but more than that, they are inserting themselves into something that is really none of their business. Now, as you guys know, I deal with empathy a lot. I try to put myself in the position of people that are against this procedure. And you know what? I don't agree with them, but I think I can understand what they're telling themselves. That they're doing something right, that they're saving a life, God's creations, and this other stuff. And if I use empathy, I think I can understand what they're telling themselves, why they're giving themselves an excuse to do this. This is what I really started thinking now. Because what they're doing is using a legal maneuver to force their opinions, their beliefs on somebody that has nothing to do with them. There's a woman or a couple over here on one side of Texas that has their own situation, their own life, whatever course of actions led to this, and then some other entity or group over here inserts themselves in these people's lives and demands, and forces this life-changing decision onto them because of what their religious beliefs. Now, there's so many things here that just does not sound American to me. But this is what I started thinking. Okay, if you're going to use a legal maneuver to insert yourself into a woman's life or a couple's life and sue them for making this choice, don't you then become, Republicans and Trumpers and all those guys? You're big on responsibility, personal responsibility, aren't you? All right. So if you're inserting yourselves into, and you are without a doubt inserting yourselves into a life-changing decision in this woman's or couple's life, don't you then have a responsibility down the line? Say this woman does go through. She has a child. The child has a severe health issue that say it's not covered by any form of insurance. The bills are piling up. They're going to pile up, into the millions just for the child's youth. Isn't these people that inserted themselves into this woman's or this couple's life, aren't they somewhat at least responsible for those bills? Somewhat responsible for that child, maybe in his education? I'm not saying they have any say whatsoever about how that child's raised or anything. But if they could use a legal maneuver to force their beliefs onto this woman or this couple, shouldn't they also be held responsible for doing that? If this woman or couple somehow becomes unable, having been forced to go through with this situation that she knew wasn't right for her, and down the road she can't adequately care for this child, shouldn't she be able to sue and hold them responsible that forced her to go through with this decision? To me, that makes complete sense. We're talking about if you're going to insert yourself into somebody else's lives and insert your beliefs and force your beliefs on them, you can't just do that and then extricate yourself from the situation and have no responsibility. And whatever happens down the road, well, that's up to them now. Force them to make a choice and then just pull yourself back out. No. That doesn't seem right on any level. So this is the point I'm trying to make here. Legally, if they're going to sue a woman for her decisions and insert themselves into this woman's life, I think they definitely bear responsibility. If that woman or couple down the line chooses to hold them responsible for forcing her to choose a path that she knew she couldn't adequately provide for, the people that sued her should be held responsible. That just, to me, I'm no lawyer, I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist or anything like that, but it makes sense to me. Just a thought. If they could, it seems like the people that are against this procedure found a legal loophole that private people or entities can sue. So adversely, I would say that the women can sue for monetary damage down the line for being forced to take a path that they know that wasn't right for them and they could not provide for, and that they knew that better than anyone. It's their lives. They knew they couldn't, that choice was wrong for them, but they were forced to take that road. So the people that forced them should be held legally responsible. If I were, I would seriously think about filing a counter suit, holding these people that are suing responsible. Makes sense. I know it's a nasty situation when you're talking about all this religion and science and God and suing and law. Just a thought. Let me know what you guys think. Have a good Monday.